Every day, more than 800 million rolls of toilet paper are used around the world. It's a product so common and so essential that we often take it for granted. But behind that simple roll is a massive industrial operation, one that involves science, engineering, recycling, sustainability, and precision machinery. In today's episode, we'll take you inside the fascinating journey of how toilet paper is made. From recycled paper arriving at the factory to the smooth and soft sheets you use at home. This is a process that combines innovation with environmental consciousness. Let's pull back the curtain and uncover how discarded paper becomes a household staple. To understand the importance of toilet paper, consider this. The average person uses around 40 rolls per year. Multiply that by the global population, and you're looking at over 320 billion rolls being consumed annually. Such massive demand has led to highly efficient and automated production lines, capable of transforming raw material into finished rolls in just a matter of hours. Toilet paper may seem simple, but it's a product of modern industrial complexity. Toilet paper is primarily made from two sources. 1. Virgin pulp. This comes from freshly cut trees like pine and eucalyptus. 2. Recycled paper, collected from offices, schools, and industries. Due to growing concerns about deforestation and climate change, the paper industry today increasingly relies on recycled fibers. But turning hard, ink-filled sheets into soft, white, absorbent toilet paper isn't easy. It's taken over a century of innovation to perfect this transformation. The journey begins when tons of used paper arrive at the manufacturing facility. But not all paper is suitable. Factories prefer post-consumer office paper, as it tends to have less ink and higher quality fibers. Paper from household trash is usually excluded because it may be contaminated with food waste or plastic. The incoming paper is sorted and screened using automated systems. Metal, plastic, staples, tape, and other non-paper materials are filtered out. Only the cleanest paper makes it into the next stage. Next, the clean paper enters a massive tank known as a hydropulper. Here, it's mixed with water and agitated until it breaks down into a mushy substance called paper pulp. This pulp flows through a series of filters and centrifugal cleaners, which remove remaining contaminants, bits of plastic, glue, or ink particles. If the paper still contains ink, a de-inking process is activated. Using chemical flotation or washing, ink particles are floated to the surface and skimmed off. The pulp is then washed and may be bleached for brightness. To enhance softness and durability, manufacturers may blend in virgin cellulose fibers at this stage. Now the pulp contains about 95% water and 5% fiber. To make it stronger, it enters a machine called a refiner, which presses and softens the fibers. Then, the pulp flows into the paper machine, the heart of the factory. Here it's diluted even further to 99% water and sprayed onto a moving mesh screen. This stage is critical. As the mesh moves, water drains by gravity. Vibrators and vacuum boxes help align the fibers and extract more moisture. What's left is a damp sheet that resembles thick paper. The wet sheet moves through a set of heavy press rollers, which squeeze out even more water, improving fiber bonding and sheet density. At this point, about 90% of the extracted water is reused in the factory, a key part of making the process sustainable. The semi-dry sheet then moves to the Yankee dryer, a giant, steam-heated cylinder. Temperatures can reach 150 degrees Celsius, 300 degrees Fahrenheit. A softening agent may be sprayed here to enhance texture and absorption. As the sheet dries, it takes on its final strength and thickness. The now dry sheet continues to a series of calendar rollers, where pressure and heat compress the surface. This step ensures the paper is smooth, soft, and uniform. Once calendared, the sheet is wound into a giant roll called a mother reel or jumbo roll. These rolls can be up to 80 kilometers long and weigh as much as 3 tons. But your bathroom doesn't need a 3-ton roll. So next, the mother reels are sent for conversion. This phase is where industrial-scale paper becomes the familiar household product. The jumbo roll is mounted on a rewinding machine. This automated system unrolls the paper and rewinds it into smaller logs, ready to be cut. If the product requires 2 or 3 plies, multiple sheets are overlaid. They're joined using either light adhesives or a process called embossing, which creates tiny patterns that hold the layers together and improve absorption. The embossed pattern is pressed onto the sheet using a metal roller with raised design and a soft rubber backup roller. Meanwhile, another machine is producing the familiar cardboard tube inside every toilet paper roll. This tube is made by spirally winding layers of recycled cardboard on a rotating mandrel. It's then cut to size and automatically transferred to the rewinder, where the paper is wound around it. Sensors monitor the roll's diameter and tension throughout the process to ensure each roll is consistent, neither too tight nor too loose. Once the paper has been wound into long logs, they're moved to a high-speed saw. This rotary blade cuts the logs into standard-size rolls, typically 10 centimeters in length. The finished rolls move along a conveyor belt, where they are grouped by automatic systems, into packs of 4, 8, 12, or even more, depending on market needs. At the packaging station, a thin plastic film wraps around the rolls. Heat or adhesive seals the packaging, which is then stamped, labeled, and ready for shipment. Every package passes through quality control to check softness, absorption, strength, and roll dimensions. Factories today operate with impressive efficiency and a strong focus on environmental responsibility. Water used during pulping is cleaned and reused. Fibers from rejected paper are often recycled again. Energy is conserved with heat recovery systems from the drying phase. Some plants even run partially on biomass energy, further reducing their carbon footprint. And because toilet paper is used in such vast quantities, even small improvements in the process, like switching to better adhesives or redesigning embossing patterns, can lead to huge savings in energy and materials over time. So, the next time you reach for a roll of toilet paper, take a moment to think about the incredible journey it has taken. From a discarded office memo to a soft, hygienic sheet in your home, toilet paper is the result of innovation, automation, and a commitment to sustainability. It's a story of how even the most ordinary products can come from extraordinary processes. If you enjoyed this look into the industrial world, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more fascinating stories like this one.